Hi guys! Welcome back to Variety Trends, and we are here today with a video about grading systems. Everything to do with the results, your relative grading, what and hows and whens and whys and GPA and CGPA and absolute grading. Yeah, the whole scary nine. So let's dive right in. The first question, the $1,000,000 question. What is relative grading? So, in this grading system, your class average is taken out and grades are handed according to where you stand based on that class average. So, let's say that your classmates have scored lower marks than you have. So, you have a better chance of getting a better grade because your marks are better when compared to the average. Do all subjects have relative grading? No, they don't. English and soft skills are two subjects which don't have relative grading, and all types of English, technical, fundamental, fundamental 1, everything that you can think of, all the English has absolute grading. What is absolute grading? Your marks are fixed on the basis of your score and they don't depend on your class. Simple as that. Question number 3. What is GPA, what is CGPA, and how is it different? So GPA is your grade point average and it is calculated at the end of every semester, while CGPA is cumulative grade point average. So every semester there is a new average which is taken out on the basis of your GPA. The next big question that comes up, of course, is how do you calculate your GPA? So on the grade point scale, every grade represents a point. S grade represents a 10 point, A grade represents a 9 point, B grade represents an 8 point, and so on and so forth. F and N are considered fail grades. So what we do is that we take the number of credits that we get by a course, multiply it by the grade, by the point that we've got, and do this for all the subjects. We add them up and then we divide them by the number of credits that we've taken for that sem. Now, I know, can be confusing. So let's lead with an example. Let's say that you've taken 3 subjects for a semester, a 4 credit subject where you got an S grade, a 1 credit subject where you got an A grade, and a 3 credit subject where you got a B grade. So your GPA will be calculated as 4 into 10 plus 3 into 8 plus 9 into 1 and divided by the total number of credits, that is 8. So that will make your CGPA up to 9.1, your GPA 9.1. Now, if you have to calculate your CGPA is a little more complex than that because every semester we take different number of credits, and the number of credits that we've taken, it really does matter. Like for example, if you've taken 20 credits in a semester and your GPA is 9.1, and you've taken 25 credits in another semester but your GPA is 8.5, so that 8.5 will matter a little more because of the number of credits that you've taken. So that's it about CGPA and GPA. Moving on to the next question. Out of the queries that we received, one was the most common. Are non-credit subjects added to the GPA or to the CGPA or anywhere at all? So the non-credit subjects such as EVS or whatever it is, depending upon the semester, they are added in your GPA but not in your CGPA. So while the score will reflect on your GPA, it will not affect your total score, that is your CGPA. What gets you an S grade? It's simple. Standard deviation and class average are calculated, and then half of standard deviation is added to the class average, and whoever has scored that much gets an S grade. Is that the only condition though? No, we couldn't be more wrong. So another condition that we have is that if you have not scored above 80 in all the components of your subject, that is, if your subject have a lab, a theory, and a J component, that's the project component, so including all 3, if you have not scored above 80, then even if you have scored the highest marks, you're not getting an S grade. That's all there is to know about relative grading. The good, the bad, the ugly. If you want further more updates about hostel counseling, about anything related to VIT, make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at VIT Trends. Thank you, and I hope you like this video.